Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
Dominican youth receive first ever TVET certification. Antigua and Barbuda adopts multi-dimensional vulnerability index at the United Nations. And the UK says Ukraine can use British weapons in Russia as Kursk incursion continues. Good morning. Welcome to the DBS Major Morning News. It is Thursday, the 15th day of August 2024. The details of these and other stories coming up.
Fresh enough to win a shopping voucher or win plenty money or a day pass a jungle bed. Wi-Fi food hot, we hot, hotter than summer. Wi-Fi food hot, we hot, hotter than summer. Buy double plus UCs to win a trip on the express or win a night for two at Intercontinental. Wi-Fi food hot, we hot, hotter than summer. Wi-Fi food hot, we hot, hotter than summer. Buy your Frito-Lay snacks before school start to win a scholarship or a year of snacks. Wi-Fi food hot, we hot, hotter than summer. Wi-Fi food hot, we hot, hotter than summer. Buy your discipline to win 1 of 6 prizes. And also win prizes on the spot at our bar lines with Stone's Ginger Wine and Angostura. Kaboom! Wi-Fi food hot, we hot, hotter than summer. Wi-Fi food hot, we hot, hotter than summer.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back. I am your presenter this morning. My name is Joseph Fadul. First up, the Dominica TVET Council has provided its first certification to 60 Dominican youth. Minister for Education Octavia Alfred told the award of certificate ceremony at the State House Conference Center yesterday. The TVET Council has reached a milestone in Dominica.
From the planning stage in November of 2021, when the Dominica TVET Council commenced preparation to deliver its first national vocational qualification certificate, training institutions, various business places, and employers and numerous individuals who have completed various skills have shown great excitement and interest. This is a milestone in the development of TVET in Dominica. We have been engaged in skills education for years. We have numerous highly skilled individuals in Dominica. And today, we offer a certificate to help to validate your efforts, your talents, and your skill. I commend the TVET Council and all those who ensured everything required to meet CANTA standards was done so that we could be here today. From facility audits to curriculum review, from portfolio review to training of assessors for national vocational qualification and Caribbean vocational qualification units of competence, to ensuring that the Dominica TVET Council was positioned to award NVQs locally and to gain approval from CANTA to award CVQ certification in the future. We are confident that through the Dominica TVET Council, we are moving into having a TVET system in Dominica that is regionally endorsed, but more so nationally transforming for the workforce development and economic competitiveness.
Minister for Education Octavia Alfred, Paula Serafin, Executive Director of the Dominica TVET Council, told recipients of the certificates that they have created history.
You are the first in the Commonwealth of Dominica to receive the National Vocational Qualification of Dominica at levels 1 and 2 in the first instance. These candidates are part of a larger group of 600 individuals who completed various industry-led programs funded by the Skills for Youth Employment, or SKY program, from 2019 to 2022. And this was done under the guidance of the Dominica TVET Council. Today, students from the Goodwill Secondary School and the Northeast Comprehensive Secondary School will also be awarded the NVQD Level 1 in garment production.
Executive Director of the Dominica TVET Council, Paula Serafin. Meantime, Acting Prime Minister Roland Royer says government is committed to the development of skills amongst the youth.
Since 2010, under the Dominica Education Enhancement Project, government of Dominica has invested over $11 million to equip secondary schools with the necessary tools and equipment for programs in crop production, furniture making, food preparation, cosmetology, plumbing, garment production, electricity and electronics, auto mechanics, and more. The training provided in our schools has equipped many young people with the skills to start and manage their own businesses, fostering entrepreneurship and innovation, and ensuring that our workforce remains relevant and competitive. Our commitment to fostering technical and vocational skills to create a cadre of professional and industrial citizens is further reflected in the construction of facilities to support these programs. With the assistance of the government of the People's Republic of China, we are making significant progress on the construction of the Goodwill Secondary School, which will serve as a center of excellence for technical, vocational education and training. Once completed, the Center of Excellence will cater to both youth and adults seeking to learn a trade and increase the chances of gainful employment.
Acting Prime Minister Roland Royer. 6 candidates have been elected to join the Kalinago Chief-elect Annette Sanford to form the new Kalinago Council. 24 candidates took part in the council elections on Wednesday.
At the end of the day, the preliminary results show first place win Irvin Rossi with 201 ballots, Francilia Daru 192 votes, Ricia Elik 167, Kimberly Tyson 158, Teddy Thomas 146, Miranda Langley 134. Among the top 6, there are 2 gentlemen and 4 ladies. There were no spoiled ballots, 0 spoiled ballots. There are 32 rejected ballots. 547 people voted at the election out of a total of 2,261 elected voters, therefore representing a total of 24% of people voted at the Kalinago Council election held on August 14th. This is preliminary. The final count will take place at 9 o'clock at the Sensi Resource Center.
Returning officer for the Kalinago Council elections, Kathleen Auguste John Lewis. Ferry services to and from Dominica has resumed following the passage of Tropical Storm Ernesto across the island. Manager of Shipping and Tours at HHV Whitchurch and Company, Joan Bella, joins us live Good morning to you, Joanne Bellot. Thanks for joining us on the DBS Major Morning News. Give us an update on the ferry services.
Good morning to you and good morning to all listeners. I'm sounding a bit tired. Well, yesterday, thank God, after a little delay due to tropical storm in Ernesto, we were able to resume our services last night with over 750 passengers who had to depart. We had 183 passengers going to Fort de France and St. Lucia, which went on at 6:30 last night. And we had the new vessel come in, which took 428 passengers to Guadeloupe, and the Pearl Express, which took 153 passengers also to Guadeloupe. The Ruby sailed around 9 o'clock last night, and the Pearl sailed around 11:15 last night. All these services operated from the Woodbridge Bay port, since the ferry terminal was not conducive for the docking of the vessels.
All right. So, of course, going forward, we, of course, will be seeing basically almost regular resumptions, regular scheduling of the service.
Yes, the majority of the persons have left last night, which was the backlog that we had from Tuesday plus yesterday. So the normal services will resume from today. We hope that we are able to resume our services at the Rosa Ferry Terminal this morning.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that update. And of course, if there are any other updates throughout the day, of course, DBS Our Lines are always open to you all. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
You're most welcome.
All right. Joining us, of course, giving us an update on the ferry services, Manager of Shipping and Tours at HHV Whitchurch and Company, Joanne Bellot. Again, thanks to you, and of course, thanks to the good folks at Whitchurch and L'Express des Îles. In more news this morning, Executive Director of the Independent Regulatory Commission, Justin Case, says consumers of electricity will know later this year whether or not there will be an increase in rates. DOMLEC and the Independent Regulatory Commission, IRC, are involved in a rate review exercise. They met members of the public during a consultation at the PSU on Wednesday.
This rate proposal in the end is what the customer will pay, the different categories of customers will pay for utilizing electricity sold by DOMLEC. As our communication officer stated, we are trying to be transparent to engage the public, and that would mean everyone, including people that may be qualified in that area, to provide feedback on what the determinations that we presented. We have about 2 other consultations before we arrive at the final stage, which is the rate proposal by DOMLEC. Now, I know and understand that customers' only concern is whether the rates will go up or whether it will go down. At this point in time, we have not yet concluded the exercise, so as soon as we get the other 2 consultations out of the way, then we can speak to the rate proposal that DOMLEC submits, and then we'll take it to the public. We are hoping that it will be before the end of 2024.
That was what you're saying, that DOMLEC has already proposed some rates.
Not yet. They maybe internally have worked it out, but it has not been shared with us because we have to get feedback on what we are doing right now to conclusively state this is the decision that we have agreed on the WACC. This is the decision we agreed on the depreciation study. This is the decision we agreed on the revenue requirement. This is the decision that we agree on the cost of service and the load research. And then now, the rate proposal will be submitted by DOMLEC, and then we can go to the public and say, this is what it looks like. So we are pushing for it to happen before the end of the year.
Executive Director of the Independent Regulatory Commission, Justin Case. Dominica is to launch the Flavor of the World Festival on Friday. Monel Alexis is Communication Specialist at the Discover Dominica Authority.
On Friday, August 16th at 10 a.m., join us live on Dominica Festival's Facebook page and other media for the launch of Dominica's first ever Flavors of the World Festival. Celebrate global cultures, traditions, and cuisines while fostering unity and raising essential funds for the restoration of the historic Cathedral of Our Lady of Fairhaven in Roseau. This event is organized by the Flavors of the World Committee.
Communication specialist at the Discover Dominica Authority, Monel Alexis. Let's move to news from the region where the Multidimensional Vulnerability Index, or MVI, was formally adopted by the United Nations, successfully culminating 4 years of tireless work by a dedicated team of experts led by Antigua and Barbuda, and opening a new chapter in the ongoing effort to safeguard the future of vulnerable developing countries, in particular small island developing states. In reflecting on the body of work and steep climb that led to the milestone achievement, Antigua and Barbuda's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Walton Webson, pointed out that it all started 30 years ago when small island developing states called for a tool that would accurately assess the vulnerability of their nations. The adoption of the MVI at the level of the United Nations General Assembly provides overwhelming consensus on a new metric that unlocks concessional financing for countries who were previously denied urgent financial support in moments of crisis. Internationally, the UK's Ministry of Defence, or MOD, has said Ukraine has, quote, a clear right, unquote, to use weapons donated by Britain for its self-defense, and that does not preclude operations inside Russia. The ministry spokesman, or a ministry spokesman, says the equipment is, quote, to be used in line with international law, unquote. The latest move comes as Kiev says it is making deeper inroads into Russian territory as its incursions into Kursk region enters a 10th day. We have come to the end of the DBS Major Morning News this morning. A quick recap of the headlines. Dominican's youth received first ever TVET certification. Antigua and Barbuda adopts multi-dimensional vulnerability index at the United Nations. And the UK says Ukraine can use British weapons. The best in sports comes up next. Stay tuned.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Let's bounce off with some basketball news this morning. In the Premier Division Finals, the Detroit Blazers took a 1-0 lead in their 5-match series with the Peebush Eagles. Blazers took the match 80-72. Thomas Felix had 22 points, Kerbin Nathan 14 points, Maxwell Birmingham 10 points, and Donnie Robinson 10 points for the Blazers. Top scorers for Peebush Eagles: Lenin Paul 17 points, Ethan Boland 16 points, Shema Felicite 14 points, and Dave Alexis 11 points. Well, Thomas Felix of the Blazers said his team executed properly to win the game.
We start off kind of rough, both teams were energetic, baskets were pouring, they were turnovers, but then in the second quarter we catch ourselves and start to keep our composure, and then we execute properly.
Because we realized that the Eagles team was really pushing all year long, and all you have to settle down and try to play all the type of basketball.
Yes, because they are a running team and we can't really play them game. We have to force them to play our game, and our game is to take control, you know, so that's what we did.
So one up in this series, looking to wrap it up in free?
Yeah, we're going to give it our best shot every night to come and give our all, and may the best man win.
That was Thomas Felix of the Detroit Blazers. Meantime, Lenin Paul of the Peebush Eagles says they made too many errors against the Detroit Blazers.
Honestly, I'm disappointed, man. I really didn't think we'd lose this one. Coming from the half, we were on top by like 5 points. I really had no expectation losing this game, but it is what it is, and I guess we'll have to come back better for the next game.
You start up the second half and they end up scoring 30 points on you, and you lost your momentum.
Yeah. We I don't know, we crumbled there, and we had to restructure our defense, and we just never picked up from that.
So game 2 coming up and so on. What are the strategies?
So we have to go back to the drawing book, then we'll see where we lapse, what are our mistakes and our flaws, and we have to better that.
That was Lenin Paul of the Peebush Eagles. Meantime, there were no celebrations last night for the Dr. Daru Pichlin Sports Club Falcons as the Detroit Blazers Division 1 team took the game 4 of their final series to force a fifth and decisive game to determine the DABA Division 1 championships. Craig St. Rose had his best game in Blazers uniform as the Blazers took that game 67-65 last night at the Massac Indoor Facility. St. Rose scored 22 points, Dred Swan Lee 11 points, Elijah Popo 10 points for the Blazers, while Zach Bastian had 38 and Yawani Reggie 16 points, and Dwight Timothy 6 points for the Falcons. The 5-match series is leveled at 2-2. Game 5 is on Saturday. Sean Esprit of the Blazers says the win has improved their chances of winning the title.
Yeah, well, it's a team effort. Trust me, we have to just put our all together, and the players on the court at the time just have to push, and that's how we come up with the winner.
How tough was that match tonight?
It was very tough, man. It was even looking like we're fighting against the referees too. You know what I mean? All we're asking for is the referees to be balanced, man, and we're good. That's all we want. And the series tie up now, and we're still at home, and we're still going and winning that series for our supporters, man. Trust me, we really earned that.
And your support, the support for you there tonight.
Yeah, man, I cannot say nothing for the supporters. Hats out for them. They're always there for us, and they're putting us back in the game, and they're showing us they never give up on us, man. Trust me.
So the Blazers still ready for the final?
Yeah, man, we're ready for the finals. We're ready for the finals, and we're going to take it, man. We're going to take that home. Trust me.
Sean Esprit of Blazers. Meantime, Dwight Timothy of the Dr. Daru Pichlin Falcons says it was a disappointing night for the team.
Tonight was a championship night for us. I really don't know what went wrong. Up by 4 with just seconds left, and for some reason we managed to lose the game. The guys lost their composure, and the crowd was behind the Blazers team, and they forced 2 turnovers that led to 4 crucial baskets. And then even towards the end, we had a chance to win the game. The guys missed 2 crucial layups with 3 seconds left on the clock, and then that was the end of it.
How are you going to prepare after that defeat for Saturday, the final match, because the series is tied at 2-2?
Yeah, well, let's hope the younger players come mentally ready, because that one was a tough one, and right now the momentum swings to Blazers. But we just have to continue playing our basketball. You know, tonight I think collectively we missed too many layups as a team that came back in the end, as you can see, to hurt us. So we just have to come a little harder next game. Yeah.
Dwight Timothy of the Dr. Daru Pishle Falcons. Well, the curtains were drawn this week on the Goodwill Cricket Series between Dominica Combined School teams and the Babonneau Grassroots Academy of St. Lucia. The one-week series saw competition between the under-16 and under-19 teams. The series comprised of 5 matches each. That is the under-16 and under-19 levels. Matches were played at the Benjamin's Park, Londonderry Playing Field, and the Windsor Park. Well, at the end of competition, the Dominica Combined Schools under-16 won the 5-match series 3-1 with 1 match rained off. Meanwhile, at the under-19 division, the Dominica Combined Schools won the series 2-0 with 1 tie and 2 matches rained off. Individual awards were presented to Kyle Stevenson of Babonneau for the most wickets in the under-16 Combined Schools competition. Yuneski Gustav of Babonneau scored the most runs, and Gustav was named the most valuable player. In the under-19, Darren Tousse of Dominica's Combined School took the most wickets. Kenneth Valmon of the Dominica School scored the most runs, and Darren Tousse was the most valuable player. West Indies Test captain Craig Brathwaite says the players are in high spirits heading into the second Test match against South Africa in Guyana today. The first Test in Port of Spain, Trinidad, was drawn after rain curtailed play on 3 of 5 days. Brathwaite also believes that discipline with the bat and the ball will bring better results in the second Test.
I think it's important to get a good first innings total. That's one thing as a batting group we discuss. Bowling wise is just to be disciplined. I think we were decent in the first game, and we just got to aim to be better. Obviously, we can't control the weather. I think batting wise, the first innings, the total, we could have put more runs on the board. So as I said, I think that was a big focus of ours in terms of a good first innings total. And bowling wise, obviously pitch didn't offer much, especially for the fast bowlers. They didn't get much spin in the first innings as well. But I think we were quite disciplined. I was happy the guys scored out pretty much 3 runs on over for the innings. So I was happy with that. But I just think it's important, to get a good all-round game. Batting wise, obviously we got to come to the party. First innings is very crucial, I think, on this pitch. And then bowling wise I think dot balls are very important. I mean, from England, obviously, discussing games, obviously that didn't go as planned. We have one more Test match, until obviously a little break before the next Test series. And it's important to finish strong. We believe it. Obviously in Trinidad, that was probably the guys how we went about the second innings. Albeit a little more time. The guys were positive. They had the intent, and that was good to see. But yeah, we really pushing and aiming, for a victory in this last Test match.
West Indies captain Craig Brathwaite. Meantime, South Africa's top captain Temba Bavuma is looking for his frontline batsmen to score quicker when they take on the West Indies in the second match of their 2-Test series. Bavuma was among 3 South Africans, along with Tony De Zorzi and Tristan Stubbs, who scored half-centuries in the first Test. And the South African captain says the batters need to be a lot more ruthless, but that confidence was growing with the team. The first ball is at 10 a.m. this morning. Dominica is due to participate in the Windward Islands Under-23 Cricket Series in St. Lucia from August 16th. The team is to be led by Windward Islands batsman and West Indies youth captain Stefan Pascal. Public Relations Officer of the Dominica Cricket Association, Kimara Ito, reports.
The following players have been selected to the national under-23 team to take part in the Windward Islands under-23 series. Stephen Pascal, Micah Joseph, Jason Alexander, Kyron Phillip, Jed Joseph, Tyrese LeBlanc, Jason Vidal, Kine George, Janim Tavernier, Delani Alexander, Malachi Xavier, Shaim Caesar, Ethan Doctrove, and Clemencin LeBlanc. Standby players Tej Daniel, Diony Roll, and Darren Toussaint. The team will be captained by Stephen Pascal, and Jason Alexander will serve as vice-captain. John Fabian will be coach, and Nestor Phillip manager. The under-23 series is carded for August 16th to the 22nd. The Dominica Cricket Association congratulates the players and wishes the team all the best.
PRO of the Dominica Cricket Association, Kimara Ito. And finally this morning, President of the Dominica Amateur Basketball Association, Donnie Robinson, says the stage is set for the staging of the Creole Basketball Championships in Dominica. 6 teams are set to participate in the Creole Basketball Championships being held from August 22nd to 25th at the Massac Indoor Facility. 3 of the teams will come from Dominica. Donnie Robinson spoke on the Creole Heartbeat program on Wednesday.
Tournaments like these actually help foster that. It gives the exposure, it brings it to our shores. Typically a tournament would have 1 or 2 teams representing us at best. This time we get 3 teams. So you get to showcase more talent, and we get our people to see what level we are in terms of our regional compatriots. So it's very important for the longevity of the sport. Obviously, tournaments like these are what we need to be able to have that carrot to dangle to players, something to aspire to, and we're just excited to be able to partner along with the organizers of the Creole basketball to get it started, hoping that this is something we can build on moving forward. It's almost 10 years since we've had a regional tournament in terms of basketball, Windward Islands or OECS. So again, it gives you the lack of that yardstick, especially young players, to measure themselves by. And let's not forget, basketball and sport in general fosters these relationships and growth as individuals. So you lose out on that from a regional standpoint. In terms of tournaments like these replacing them, I don't think they replace it because you have national teams competing, but what it does, it starts somewhere. It gives us the ability to be able to, 1, organize a regional tournament, which we know is not an easy feat. 2, it actually helps in having more numbers. So in terms of having 3 clubs participating in a tournament as opposed to having 12 national players, that kind of gives you more bandwidth when you come to select a national team. And furthermore, it fosters the development of that bond within the regional teams that are participating. So the Guadeloupes, the Antiguas, the St. Lucias, to go back, and now we can all start working towards the same vision of having that regional level of competition back to be able to continue to push the sport.
President of the Dominica Basketball or Amateur Basketball Association, Donnie Robinson, taking us to the end of the DBS Major Morning News for this morning and sports. Thank you very much for joining us. Join us at 10 o'clock on our social media platform only, of course, Facebook and YouTube. We'll be bringing you a live coverage of an NCCU outside broadcast. That's at 10 o'clock this morning. 11 o'clock, of course, an update, 1:15, the afternoon news. On behalf of the entire news and sports department and our links person, Hazari and Ronnie Williams, my name is Joseph Fadul, wishing you an awesome Almost Friday.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speed the delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speed the delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just Just check NBD.
More money with NBD, it's more money.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. .37 on Your Nature While. Coming up shortly, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, I'd like to remind you of your Kananaga word of the day for today. And that's Mekaiti. Mekaiti. And that's the Kananaga word for necessary or must. And that's M-E with an acute accent, K-E-I-T-I. Mekaiti. Our Kananaga word of the day for today, necessary or must. And Mekaiti Batukani is you must do it. Mekaiti Batukani. You must do it. Batukani, that's B-A-T-U-K-A-N-I. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, for another edition of your Kananaga Word of the Day, roughly at 6:47, here on your nation station. Up next, your morning's weather report, made possible compliments Flow Dominica Limited and the good folks of Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand. With the easiest payment plan. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
At this time, we say good morning to Dane Charles with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. This is your weather update from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for the 15th of August 2024, recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be fair to partly cloudy and slightly hazy with a few showers. The conditions at Douglas Charles Airport this morning were partly cloudy and hazy. The surface winds came from the southeast at 6 knots or 11 kilometers an hour. The temperature was 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at Douglas Charles was 16.6 millimeters, and the monthly rainfall so far has been 205.5 millimeters. Sunset today is at 6:29 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 5:51 a.m. High tides today at 1:24 p.m. and 11:50 p.m. and the next low tide at 4:56 p.m. And now the weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A high-pressure system is now the dominant feature across the area. As a result, partly cloudy conditions with a few showers can be expected today. A slight increase in Saharan dust haze concentration can be expected today. People with respiratory sensitivities are advised to be on alert and to take the necessary precautions. Slight to moderate seas can be expected in open water, with waves peaking near 5 feet. And now the weather forecast for today and tonight. The synopsis: a high pressure system is a dominant feature. The forecast for today and tonight is fair to partly cloudy and slightly hazy, with a few showers. The winds are expected to come from the east to east-southeast at 15 to 30 kilometers an hour with higher gusts. Sea conditions expected slight to moderate in open water, with waves from 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. There are no warnings at this time. We are presently in the Atlantic hurricane season. For more information about weather conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, and also on our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Dane Charles.
And we thank Dane Charles for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio.
Up next, we present the general announcements and what's on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments Valley Engineering, Sales and Services, and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many, many more items. These dollar stretch prices at Valley Engineering will not shock you. They will only surprise you. Why not visit us today on Goodwill Road or at our relocated Portsmouth outlet